I think that most important thing on the game was the first half. The first half, considering the strong attitude we brought in the pitch, the quality of football we played throughout all the first half, the dynamic, control, the dominance. We made a fantastic first half with very beautiful football, with total control, using the spaces that were available on the pitch. And I told you that during the week, and I will tell again. It seems that every time that Mamelodi Sundowns plays beautiful football, people don't like to relate with that. I don't know what's happening, but it seems that it's not an intention to just make a normal evaluation on what happens on the pitch when we play. Now today was a beautiful match again, especially first half. Obviously the second one, the quality dropped, the control of the match dropped, and I don't relate so much with the second half, but first half, total control of the pitch with high speed ball circulation, with a lot of entrances on the box. And we scored twice, we could have scored more, and I think we saw fantasy, we saw Mamelodi Sundowns style of playing on the pitch, we saw a lot of commitment from everybody. And that obviously that makes me happy and makes the players excited. And I think they were so excited they even in some moments didn't put to the limit the possibility of going aggressive to score more and more. But that is the work they did. I congratulate them again, because I think that the team was very serious on the approach we had for the match. We spoke about that several times during the week. Today we reset it again, the attitude. Well, we use some images, that is not important to exactly tell why, but we use some images about what are the values that we have to take always on the pitch, and how we have to be committed together in order to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And I think that the Mamelodi Sundowns fans also deserved today a very good compromise from everybody, so that we would not make of this game just passing a walk, but like a commitment, a good match. And we feel very excited to play here, of course. We feel excited to play in front of our fans in this stadium. It's always beautiful to play in such a beautiful and big stadium, where the fans also feel like home. We are in Pretoria, basically, where Mamelodi Sundowns has grown identity also. The pitch was okay, not perfect, but much better than we had already in the past, what allows us also to... But it's clear that throughout the match it becomes worse and worse, and also it's normal that it has some impact on the quality of the game. But I think mission accomplished. I totally understand what you put as question, but I think we understood the challenges, and it was more our credit than merit to really the way we played, rather than Remo Stars that didn't want.
Connect with, he couldn't bring it down to actually trouble Obasa, but this time around moves.
Match of Pirates is gonna be prepared tomorrow morning. Until now, we just thought about this match. We took very serious the challenge of winning again to Remo Stars, and we wanted to win again. So the lineup we put it, the players we put it on the pitch, they have to do with winning the game today, and managing the squad in terms of motivation, and also keep some quality inside the pitch, so that we could always challenge. Obviously, that mentally, when you are winning 7-1, because in aggregate it was 7-1, it's normal that something drops. We cannot ask the team to keep. Well, we can, but I don't like, but I understand that obviously the intensity drops. A very hot day also, and it's normal when you introduce many players. The goals that we scored were enough for us to win. Of course, that we could have scored more if we were a little bit more aggressive on the last third, putting more numbers, and especially in the last 20 minutes, probably we could have scored more. But I totally understand that when we are winning 7-1, it's not exactly that, like, keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, because players some of them start managing the game time and their fatigue, so that they don't expose themselves to injuries, something like that. And others still want to come inside on the pitch, are fresh, they want to probably be more aggressive, and that even sometimes brings some conflict inside the pitch. But what I mean conflict is football conflict, not... But it's totally understandable, and we are very happy with the performance the team had on these two matches. What's going to happen after is another story. Well, yesterday I was trying to take a look on the pots that might be organized after the matches that still are going to be played. And obviously the draw will speak a little bit about how the competition may be. But as we saw from the results, and sometimes we think that we're going to play a team that doesn't have a name but then especially when we play away, it's so difficult. And I would like everybody to remember that last year, probably theoretically the worst team on the group was Maniema, the group we played, and the first match was played home and there was a draw on that match. What made quite difficult to think about what could happen throughout the competition, especially when you had Asfar and Raja Casablanca on the group. And then, as you also remembered, it was already with me. 5 minutes before the end of the match in Maniema, we were losing 1-0 and we were out of the group stage. And then Peter Shalulidi scored 2 goals. The team gave him 2 fantastic balls for him to score, and we went through. And we played the decisive match here with Asfar, and we draw, which was enough for us to go through the group stage and take us then to the way fantastic until up to the final. So what I expect is a draw that can be very tricky. And also can be very difficult, because as I see, there will be teams in pot 3 and pot 4 that have quite powerful football. But even if they will not be on our group, what we just depend on luck, there are teams that don't have such name, but it's quite tricky to play, especially when you go away. So we need to take the competition as serious as it is. Of course, that to play Champions League, you need to bring the game of the level of your game to the limit, to the top, to raise it. Usually, playing Champions League brings the best of the players also up. Play with the responsibility that we have to play, but without any wires that can make us fear or whatever. So feel released, feel excited, play up to the dimension that we have. Every match, home and away, in such beautiful environments as usually we find when you play in different places in Africa, being on North Africa like Morocco or Egypt or Tunisia or Algeria or Cote d'Ivoire or Tanzania or Angola. This is also beautiful and challenging for the coaches and for the players, that also those games bring up not only difficulties but also the best that you have inside. But as I said, now we have more things ahead that come before. We need to focus on them so that also we arrive on those matches in a comfortable, emotional position, and we can also bring the team complete, because emotions also add the football to flow. And if you have good performances and even better results, you put yourself in a position to face the group stage more comfortable, let's say, more confident, with more belief. And that is obviously very important.